Welcome back to my dead channel. I have a good reason why. It's because I procrastinate way too much. And life, work, and school, which was cancelled until the week after. Because of Harvey, and I've been super busy. Super busy with things. Hoping to record more soon, but I figured why not show the games I bought within 2 months, between the months of July and August. Yeah, so let's start. I'm going to start with something a little bit different. I'm going to start with handhelds first, and then go to console, like main console. You get the idea. I'm starting off. First off, I'm grabbing two at once. First off, it's Hey Pikmin. Now, as everyone knows, I'm a big fan of the Pikmin series, and they did something different with this one, which I don't understand why they do this with most of the games I love. They did the Chibi Robo, and then they do it to this one, which is making it into a 2D side-scrolling platformer. Now, it kind of has that feel of Kirby Mass Attack with Pikmin instead of Kirby, but the game's not all that bad. I mean, I'll give credit where credit's due. Is actually better than Chibi Robo Zip Dash. But the only problem is that sometimes the replayability is kind of meh, because I'm actually used to the real-time strategy aspect of it. But I will give it one thing, though. It made me want to buy this, which is great. Although I don't really use it, because I have an Olimar amiibo that I could just use just fine. Because this just, if you use the Olimar or the Pikmin amiibos, you can actually summon more Pikmin to your party, or to your thing. But I digress. We could just move on, putting that to the side. Miitopia, an epic face-off between good and evil. For this one, it's kind of really hard to explain. Like, they were trying to make an RPG with this, with the Miis that you make or you take or borrow that someone else made, and you just make it into an adventure. You can make Hank Hill a princess, and you can make Jacksepticeye the evil ruler of this fucking place. Anyways, that's not the point. If I can give it a real answer or real summary of this, it's Tomodachi Life 2, only RPG form. It's not a bad game, mind you, but I just don't know. Like, I hadn't played it much. I think I played it for like a few hours of this, and I kind of dropped it to the side because of other games. But I will go back to this eventually and beat it. Same with Hey Pikmin 2. Next up, we're moving on to consoles. Now, I'm starting off with a PlayStation 3 game, which is Far Cry, the compilation. I cannot talk today. And it includes Far Cry 2, 3, and Blood Dragon. Now, honestly, I can't really say much about Far Cry 2. I heard it was good, but it has some difficulties with it. But I will give it a try, and I actually will play it. Instead of, like, taking place on a tropical island, also moving on from that. I heard this game takes place in Africa. Unlike the other places, 3 takes place on an island, somewhat like Hawaii or some unknown island, and the 4th one takes place somewhere in the Himalayas. But yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. Far Cry 3 is a really good game. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually one of my favorite one in the series. Far Cry 4 can kind of suck a dick for that, because they try to make the main character, or the main villain of 4, Voss, but it's more elegant and refined. But he's voiced by Troy Baker, so I can't complain. Yeah, it just has all those things. Anyways, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon was actually a pretty good parody of the 80s. And also really trippy at times. But yeah, I will say, with the Far Cry 3 engine, it actually plays really good. It's really silly too. But I'm gonna move on from that, because we're moving on to the one console I keep buying games for, which is PlayStation 4. Why? I don't know, because the PlayStation 4 is a good console. Starting off with the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. I was kind of an idiot whenever it came out, because I didn't have it pre-ordered, and everyone else got it, and they kept playing it like crazy. But now I have it in my possession, and I have to confess, I've never played a Crash Bandicoot game before until this. And I know a lot of people are going to crucify me at the stake, or at the cross, preferably upside down, because I'm an asshole and a Satanist for it, but I actually don't mind the games that much. If I have to give them all credits for it, it's actually a good platformer with good challenge. I'm going to do it individually. First one, dropped it because fuck the high road. That is all. Second one was actually pretty fun. I actually had more fun with the second one than the first one. As for the third one's pretty fun though. But I'm actually going to say Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back was a lot better than it was a lot better than the first one and the third one, in my opinion. A lot of people say the third one's the best one, but I'm sorry, the second one's better, in my opinion. Everybody's Golf. This was a spur of the moment, actually. And yes, it is tea time. This was a spur of the moment. I actually saw videos of it on the PSN or PlayStation Store. And I actually wanted to get it because it looked really fun to play. And it actually is. It is a fun game to play. For only $40, you can actually fish, ride karts, golf, many other things that I remember. I don't know what the other one was. Let's see. Fun activities. I forget which one the other one was, but you get the idea. This game's actually really fun. If I actually could recommend this game to anyone, I would. I would highly recommend it, actually. But it's a lot more fun with friends. Solo, it'll probably get boring after a while, but I'll digress from that. God Wars, Future Past. I got this game because I'm a big fan of strategy RPGs, especially the ones with turn-based, or the ones that play like Final Fantasy Tactics and Fire Emblem. But I will say this though, for an RPG of the sort, it's okay. It's not the best turn-based RPG or best turn-based strategy RPG. That will be Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, Fire Emblem, Sacred Stones, and Valkyria Chronicles. It is pretty fun though, I will not lie, but it's not as good as those. So, yeah, buy it when it's on sale, whenever you want to. The Steamworld Collection. It contains Steamworld Heist and Steamworld Dig. I actually bought this because why not own a physical copy of two really good games? Now, this is also a strategy RPG. This one's actually pretty fun. I forgot to mention that in God Wars of the best ones, because I have the game, so I might as well make a little transition for it. This one's pretty fun. The Steamworld Heist is really fun. It's actually a turn-based RPG, turn-based strategy RPG, which you can customize hats, give them different guns, different items for them to use, like making them heal and making them use grenades. And you can also, when you level them up, you give them special skills, or they get special skills to actually help you out in the long run. So, yeah, if you find this on PSN or just find the collection, get the collection, but preferably get this one. Anyways, Steamworld Dig, Fistful Dirt. No, I forgot to mention that one. Or just Steamworld Dig. Steamworld Dig is actually pretty fun too. It's a Metroidvania type of game where if you keep mining into it, like deeper and deeper to the cave, it stays that way. So if you dig your way all the way down with no ways of getting back up, you're pretty fucked. In my opinion, unless you find some way to teleport your way back up to the main town. I forget how this game is played, but I know it's really good. Also, kind of a plug to throw in here, but Steamworld Dig 2 is coming out on the 26th, so I'm actually kind of excited for that. I actually want to play this one first before I move on to 2. The Evil Within. I'm not gonna lie, I actually was looking hard for this game because of the sequel, and that Dom and Ren kept talking about The Evil Within way too much, and they said it's a good game. But I don't know, I've actually gotten to certain parts and out of the 360 version, I was like, this game's meh. But I will give it a fair shot. I'll actually give it a second chance, and if it's better than I remember, good. I'll actually be excited for the sequel, but if it's not, I'll wait till the sequel drops in price. Just saying. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. I actually wanted to hold off on this one, but it was $40, and also, why not? Why not own it just to complete the Uncharted collection, as it were? Now, from what I hear, this game's actually pretty short, and it's funny enough, this game had, if you could read that right there, if the camera will focus, there we go, I believe, there we go. If you could read that, 50 gigs for a game that's like 7 to 8 hours long. I mean, Night in the Woods was 7 to 8 hours long, but that was like 14 gigs. But hell, even Stardew Valley has multiple hours of gameplay, and that's like way less. That's not even a gig. But yeah, the reason why I bought this is because it takes place either before or after 4, which I actually don't even know where this game takes place, but I know you play as Chloe and Nadine, or just Chloe, because everyone likes Chloe. Why? As she says, everyone's gonna miss that ass, and they brought that ass back. It's sad. Yakuza Kiwami, the last game for the PS4. This took me forever to get. I ordered this on Amazon. I pre-ordered it, and I got the... What did I get? I got the free shipping. As soon as the storm didn't even hit us, and they delayed it to the 31st of August. I forgave Amazon for that, because I ordered it a week before its release date. Then the storm hit, and Houston got flooded. And I'm not saying that's a good thing. It's really bad because people can't really get to work, and people are buried well, not buried, but cars are flooded, highways are flooded, and it was hard for anything to get through, especially the mail. And I got kind of mad at Amazon and the Postal Service for it, because impatience. But I can't be mad at them for it. They're doing their job the best they can, and at least I got the package, which was Kiwami. So yeah, I'm not mad about it. At least I got the game in full. But anyways, moving on to talk about the game. I've never played a Yakuza game before until I played Zero, which actually prompted me to get Kiwami. And another thing is that it comes with a steelbook casing. Now, this is actually not a bad case. I mean, this is actually pretty beautiful if you look at it that way. The dragon and the koi. And I made a vow to myself that if I ever played Kiwami, I have to beat Zero first. So I'm planning on doing that. Once I beat Zero, I'll play Kiwami, and I'll give my full thoughts on Yakuza Kiwami then. But I will not lie, this is actually prompting me to actually get the other games in the series. From the original 1, original 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pre-ordered the 6 Premium Edition, and Yakuza 2 Kiwami 2. I would just call it Yakuza Kiwami 2, or just Yakuza 2 Kiwami, but yeah, no, that's just me. And that has been my game pickups for July and August of this year. I'm probably going to do the same thing for September and October, but you know what I mean, because money is going to important things like bills, rent, food, the future wife of mine. What money is pretty tight for me, and I actually have to save my money and actually buy the games I actually really want. But anyways, join me in another video of this caliber whenever I get games, up to 10, because I had to wait until Kiwami to get all the games, but to do this video. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said, tune in next time whenever I show off the games I picked up, and I might just do something with them. I might just play them all and beat them. But until we meet again, this has been Libby Dollar Friend. Keep on showing all. So goodbye, farewell, adieu. But most importantly is I will see you in the next video. And hopefully I'm not too drunk to do that again. Good lord, I'm not even doing that again.